Hello the internet, thanks for stopping by. It's time to update my Gran Turismo 7 license guides. Thank you to everyone who watched my original ones back in 2023, but they are now at least 2 physics revisions out of date. So here we are, I have completely redone the license guides covering the most recent physics revision in update 1.55. As I did last time, I'm going to walk you around the first lap, stopping at key moments. The second lap around will be totally uninterrupted. So here we are, the big one, Super License number 10, Spa-Francorchamps in the Porsche 917. I'm starting my braking here long before we get to the 100 metre board. We're going to drop it all the way down to first, let the engine do a lot of the braking for us, then back up to second before we even think about applying the throttle. Now the most important thing about this lap is keep it on that dry line. It's clear, it's distinctive, stay within those tram lines, otherwise you're in a world of pain. As we race down the hill down to Eau Rouge and Raidillon, we're letting off the throttle, putting the brake on, dropping to third, and then all the way through this complex we are being economical with the throttle. Whenever you're on the curb, on the wet curb, no throttle. Come off the throttle if you go back onto the curb, and then apply full throttle when you're confident you're on a dry line and heading in a straight line. Nothing to do for a few seconds as we head up the hill towards the tight right-hander at the top of it. We're just looking for a reference to start our braking. I'm looking for the 150 metre board and I'm braking just before it. I'm going to drop it all the way down to second gear, start turning. I'm going to stay away from that curb on the right hand side. I'm staying in second gear, but I'm being patient before I hit the throttle. Then I'm going to sweep out to the left hand side before the right hander here. Again, still in second gear, keeping within those dry tram lines, keeping off that curb on the left hand side as we head down the hill to a very difficult right hand corner, which is almost treated as a double apex. I go in mid corner, move towards the inside, and then let the car go deep into the corner before I turn in a bit sharper, straighten it off and apply the throttle. Again, trying to keep off the curb, trying to keep within those dry tram lines. I'm on the brakes here in second, keep off the curb on the left hand side, keep off the curb on the right hand side. I'm just trying to keep the car under control, keep it clean and tidy as we head down the hill to a very tricky left-hander. It's again another almost double apex left-hander. I'm getting on the brakes early, taking a mid-corner entry, letting the car almost drift out to the right hand side. Very little throttle or brake input. The corner just starts to tighten up here, so be prepared to lift off the throttle, otherwise the car may get a little bit skittish. Then we head down to the right-left section. I'm looking for a braking point on the left-hand side just before the 100 metre marker, and I'm going to bring it down to second, and I'm just going to be balanced and controlled on the throttle. Keep off the curb on the right, maintain second gear as we move over to the left-hand side. Again, avoid the curb on the left-hand side if you can, avoid the curb on the right-hand side. Head down to the right-hander here. We're braking at this point. I'm going to drop it then down to second gear, and then we've got to be quite patient through this next section of corners. Very easy to get on the throttle early and drift out to the left-hand side onto the wet curb, which is going to lose you time. And again, use patience as you go through this right-hander here. All too easy to drift out to the left-hand side and get onto the wet curb over there. And now you start to feel the nerves. The tension rises. You're on a good lap. You've only got a couple of corners to go, and then you've got these 2 left-hand sweepers. So easy to get out on the white line there, get a twitch on, and I apply a little bit of brake going into this left-hander here. You just want to keep it nice and tidy. Don't run out onto the curb on the right-hand side, otherwise you're going to have to lift off the accelerator. Then it's the run to the final chicane at the bus stop. I'm using that white line there as my reference for braking. Stand on the brakes, go all the way down to first gear to turn into the first part of this right-hander here. I go up to second gear, have a little bit of a squirt of throttle, not too much, then back down to first gear to rotate into the left-hand corner, then back up to second before I start applying the throttle. Keep off the white line and the wet curbs on the right-hand side, and then it's a sprint to the line, and there we go. We've got a 2:22.533. If you can get to within a second of that time, you've got yourself a gold on what I think is the hardest of all the licenses in the game. Okay, I'm going to shut up now and I'm going to let you watch that lap again without me talking. I'll see you at the end. So there we go, that is a gold standard time, and I hope you've seen something in this video to help you complete your licenses. If you found this guide helpful, then do please let me know. A like, a comment and even a subscribe goes a long way to helping others find these guides, and it encourages me to keep doing them in my spare time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.